Hello and welcome to Susfaction.
Welcome. We've missed you.
Yes, it feels like such a long month.
Yeah.
So, you're here on our Patreon. I'm Isella,
And I'm Kyle.
and we're your hosts.
Yes, we are.
Today, we're going to be talking about Wendy Williams.
How you doing?
Just in case you may not understand why we're talking about Wendy Williams, former talk show host Wendy Williams is currently residing in an assisted care facility while fighting to end a court-ordered guardianship that gave control of her finances and personal decisions to a court-appointed guardian. Her life has been marked by a series of significant health, financial, and legal developments.
Yes. And this is whack. And you know what? And this is just what I heard. I don't know anything about what Estella's going to tell you today. But I've been told, or what I've heard through the grapevine, is that she finally came out and said, or someone finally came out and said that it wasn't dementia, that it was just her alcoholism, and that she's like come to terms with that. I don't know, but it was like it sounded like she was on the right track. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I'll get into that, but
Okay,
first
cool.
I want to talk about Wendy.
Right, let's talk about Wendy.
Okay, so Wendy Williams was born July 18th, 1964 in Ash Park, New Jersey.
She's a Cancer.
You know that?
Yes.
I don't know those. Okay, she is the second of 3 children born to Shirley and Thomas Dwayne Williams. The couple had a combined 3 master's degrees. Shirley was a special education teacher, while Thomas was a teacher and school principal who in 1969 became the first black school administrator in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Woo, very humble beginnings.
Yes.
Very cool stuff.
Following race riots in Ashbury Park in 1970, the family moved to the predominantly white, middle-income suburb of Wayside in Ocean Township, New Jersey. They attended a Baptist church and visited the town of Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts each summer. As a child, doctors recommended Williams be medicated to control her hyperactivity.
Aw. And that's something that we just love about her.
She suffered from poor body image due to the diet her parents put her on after gaining weight in elementary school.
Kids were mean and called her Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams.
Oh, really?
And hurt her feelings real bad. Yeah.
Aw. Williams was a brownie in the Girl Scouts and volunteered as a candy striper. Her parents believed that she would become a nurse. But they were wrong.
Oh, bro, so wrong.
But we're glad they were wrong.
Yes.
Wendy acted as an announcer at her younger brother's Little League baseball games. She graduated from Ocean Township High School in 1982 among 4 black students, ranking 360th in the class of 363. So she wasn't a very good student.
Who needs to be when you got personality like that?
Her academic performance contrasted with that of her older sister, who received a university scholarship at the age of 16.
Wow.
As she was able to use white diction instead of African American vernacular English, Williams' white classmates considered her one of their own and freely used the word nigger around her.
Wow. I did not know that. Now that's something that's just out of bounds.
Yeah. So what they're saying here is basically because she didn't sound black, they sort of forgot she was black.
Right. Ebonics weren't at play, so let's just say whatever we want.
Right. She did not get along with any other black students and said their only commonality was smoking cannabis.
No.
That was the only thing they had in common. All right. Wendy's first job as a radio personality was in New Jersey, and then she was employed in New York City. When the New York City station offered her more money, she was fired by the station in New Jersey. She worked at them both at the same time.
Oh.
And she came to tell them, hey, New York's offering me more money. I think she was trying to have them also offer her more money to keep her around. And they were like, well, then just go.
Absolutely.
After Wendy had her plastic surgery and was so free and open with the information on a show, she was essentially benched. Due to her contract, she couldn't be fired, but could not seek employment elsewhere within New York.
But she could in New Jersey and Philadelphia.
She moved to Pennsylvania.
Quick one.
Yes.
Nope, I lost it. Never mind.
Okay.
I thought I had a question, but I lost it.
That's fine. Wendy Williams, the movie, on Netflix.
That was it, the biopic.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, good.
Hang on, let me take a drink.
Yeah, like, I really enjoyed the biopic. I thought that, her being able to decide who plays her was really cool.
Yes. And I like that she was involved in it for sure.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay. Wendy Williams, the movie, on Netflix, mentions a few things about her relationships prior to this move. As a young, fresh radio personality, she was sexually assaulted by one of the celebrity guests. As she mentions then, this was called date rape back in the 80s. She also got tested for HIV because it was a very scary disease that was all over the scene at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then she was involved with a man who used her for her money and her name.
Yeah.
She claims a starter marriage that wasn't shown in the movie, but was to Bert oh my gosh, I'm not going to say that name. Grigori?
I think it's yeah.
Or is it Grigori? I'm not sure.
Grigori.
Okay. For 5 months between 1994 and 1995. And then her marriage to Kevin Hunter in 1997, whom she took with her to Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big Kevin and Kevin Jr. I know are so important to her, but I hate Big Kevin. He makes me so mad.
Yes. She really, really loved him.
She did love him. That's why it makes me so mad.
Yes. After some battles with infertility, excuse me, multiple miscarriages, Wendy was able to find a doctor who told her exactly what she needed to hear. She was once again with child, and immediately she put herself on bed rest.
Yes.
She told the radio station she would do the show from home during the entire pregnancy.
And it was a good call.
Yes. 9 months later, Kevin Jr. was born, a healthy baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in 2000.
Right? Can you believe he's 26 now?
I know.
Like, if you were you a watcher of the show?
No.
I was a watcher of the show, and
sporadically, not like.
And I listened to her on the radio, when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, she's the one who told me Aaliyah died. So, like, just knowing how much Kevin Jr. means to her, and like just the fact that it's been 26 years already, it's just crazy to me because kids grow so fast.
Right.
It's like, it just reminds me of my nieces and nephews, and it's like, oh my god, time goes by. Anyways, keep going.
In the movie, right after his birth, she says, I will tell you anything and everything about my marriage, but my son is off limits.
Yeah.
So, shortly after, Wendy discovered an affair between her husband and a girl from New York. He promised he ended it, but also used the excuse that he and Wendy hadn't been intimate in a year. The year that she was pregnant.
Yeah. With his kid.
It was a high-risk pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Find your hand again, boy.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. You tell him, Miss Ellen.
Sorry, but that just makes me so mad. It was a high-risk pregnancy. He was there for every single miscarriage. He knew the pain that she was going through because he was also feeling it. And he even said, I struggled too. Right. Okay, so struggle together. It makes me so mad.
Right.
Sorry. Okay.
I love when we're in sync, though.
All right, she forgave him and decided to keep him around. I said that, keep him around, because I wouldn't have. I think I would have been just like, no, we're not doing
this. Out.
It's like, all right, let's cut ties now.
Exactly. Well, one chance.
Well, she kept him around, making him a producer of the Wendy Williams show.
Yeah.
Which first premiered on July 14th, 2008. It started as a 6-week trial run on select Fox owned stations in major markets before officially launching into nationwide syndication on July 13th, 2009. So almost a whole year later, when it went into syndication.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to fast forward because not much happened of note. Like, her show was going well.
Yeah.
Everything seemed to be going well.
Right. We had some really good guests. We had a couple fights. A really good one with Wendy Houston that was aired. Let's see. I think there was another good one with Omarosa
Okay.
that's in there in that in that time.
Yeah.
The one with Omarosa was really good because she told that bitch what was up and was like, after Omarosa told her something about, I suggest not getting a wig that sits off my head 3 inches, and she's like, okay, Omarosa, thanks for coming on my show, and then like talked her out. It was so funny. So she
Yeah.
just shut her down. But that's what happens in the meantime.
Yes. And she was well known and well liked for telling it like it is
hmm
and being truthful and open. And like I said, remember when she got in trouble for talking about her plastic surgery? And she's like,
Right.
all the celebrities are getting it. I got it done too. Like, it's not a big deal,
Oh,
you
and
know?
she opened a big wound when she talked, or like not a big wound, but like she pissed a lot of people off when she started talking about the homo scene in rap,
Mm.
the rap homo scene.
Yes, she did. She did. Okay. 2017. Wendy again discovered Kevin was having an affair. This time, he had bought a whole house and was keeping his mistress living in a nice neighborhood.
hmm
Wendy was heartbroken and distraught. Feeling betrayed, she turned to alcohol for comfort, unwilling to leave her husband until her son was ready to leave for college.
Right.
Wendy Williams fainted on live television on October 31st, 2017, during the live Halloween episode of The Wendy Williams Show.
Our
Following.
first caress. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
she said she meant to say our first guest is, and she said our first caress. Her eyes go a little woozy, and then she falls.
Yes. I
It
think
was
she,
so
like,
crazy and scary.
costume and guest correct.
Yes, because it was a costume contest.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it was.
Yeah.
Supposed to be. Okay. Following this, her husband had her sent to a rehab facility, during which she learned that his mistress had given birth to a baby girl.
Ouch.
Trigger warning for pregnancy loss. This brought back some strong emotions for Wendy, remembering losing a baby girl that she herself had carried for 5 months and was forced to give birth to stillborn.
Yeah, I think that is awful, and how I cannot imagine the trauma that comes from giving birth to a baby with no life.
Yeah,
Like, that is awful.
yeah. And to know that going into it, like,
Exactly.
she
To
just,
be fully aware, yep,
yeah,
you have to know that you're giving birth and you don't get a single thing out of it
yeah,
except for grief,
yeah.
which is love that has no place to go.
And the depiction, I mean, the movie is very, like, fun spirited,
Yeah, they do gloss over a few
but
things.
they do show this and they do show the grief and, like,
hmm
just the heartbreak, and they
The
do such
emotion.
a good
They
job.
do.
They
They
do a good job
captivate
capturing
what's
her.
important.
Yeah, and they capture her essence, I think.
Oh, yes. That
'Cause
girl was Wendy all the way.
yeah. Anyway, sorry.
With the big cheeky smile and like the big boobs and the
Yes.
sticky legs, and I loved it.
This revelation was the push Wendy needed to remove Kevin from her show, her finances, and end her marriage.
Mm, mm, mm.
This was 2019. Her divorce was finalized 9 months later in 2020. Okay, the details of her current situation.
Yes,
In
please.
2022, Williams was placed under a strict legal guardianship. Under this arrangement, that's why we skip ahead to what's going on now
Right.
because it's 2 years after the divorce. Sorry. Under under a strict legal guardianship. Under this arrangement, she has been largely confined to a memory care facility and restricted in her ability to control her own finances, sparking major legal battles as her representatives and family seek to regain her freedom. Okay. There is speculation that Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin is to blame for Wendy's current situation. However, Kevin Hunter did not directly orchestrate the 2022 legal intervention, though speculation arose due to his contentious divorce, his cessation of alimony, and unverified internet rumors suggesting he was tied to her financial exploitation. The 2022 guardianship was officially triggered when Wells Fargo froze her accounts
Mhm.
after her former financial advisor, Lori Schiller, raised concerns that Williams was an incapacitated person and a victim of undue influence and financial exploitation.
Yeah, Lori got her stuck in a situation.
Yes. While there was online chatter that Hunter was the catalyst for the freeze, legal records and statements indicate he also suffered financially from the arrangement. Because her funds were locked by the court, Hunter's monthly alimony payments, which were heavily dependent on her show remaining on air and
Right.
active, were cut off.
Yeah. Good, right?
Well, they were cut off, so it kind of shows that he wasn't the one that orchestrated it because he lost out too.
Right. That's true. That makes sense. I never really put any blame on him for what her current situation.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I put a lot of blame on him for traumatizing her.
Oh yeah, definitely. He like oh, he just bugs me so much because he like put the pieces back together just to
Just to rip them all apart.
yeah,
That house, that house for her, Kevin, like
yeah,
that was crazy.
yeah,
And but I mean, but now I think that Lori got her in this legal situation where she can't control her money. She's in a place where she can't leave like of her own accord
right,
when she wants to. Like that will mess with anybody's psyche anyway, and she's already fragile.
yes, yes. Okay. To regain access to her accounts and challenge the situation, Hunter subsequently filed a $250 million federal lawsuit demanding his ex-wife's release from the guardianship. However,
No.
Wendy Williams, who has been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, denied having any knowledge of the lawsuit and publicly opposed it. So she didn't allow him to help her.
Oh. See, I thought it was her Graves, and she has Graves disease. We have
Hmm.
to remember that too. So
Yes,
she does have a lot of health issues.
right.
But I thought the dementia thing was disputed.
That's later though. That we're
Okay.
still in the
Oh, okay. I'll shut
timeline.
up.
Oh, you're fine. Telling media outlets that her ex-husband, was just out for a payday. A judge ultimately dismissed his lawsuit, ruling that he lacked the standing to represent Williams. So,
Damn.
so she denied his help, and the lawsuit got thrown out.
And I understand why she would deny his help. But she's in a fragile state of mind, though. She should have had someone counseling her
Yeah.
that's got her best interest at heart. And I've seen videos of her in the car with people that don't seem to have the best interest of Wendy Williams at heart.
Right. No, I agree with you. All right. So in 2024, her care team announced that she was diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. However, her legal team has challenged this, presenting newer neurological evaluations that suggest she may have been suffering from alcohol induced dementia instead. Noting a marked improvement in her cognitive functions, Williams herself has publicly pushed back against the diagnosis of cognitive impairment. All right. How banks take on a conservatorship? Because I was like, how could a bank do this to a
Yeah,
person?
right.
All right. So there's 4 different ways. Court appointment.
4?
Hmm.
Can we stop for a second and say there are 4 different ways that a bank can get you into a guardianship or conservatorship?
This is conservatorship. We'll go
Okay,
into
there's 4
guardianship
ways
after.
here that you can be stuck without any of your own finances and control of your life and you can be turned into Britney Spears if you want,
Yeah.
and not in a good way.
So the first is court appointment. A probate or circuit court must formally appoint the bank through a legal proceeding, usually after evaluating the individual's diminished capacity or need for financial management. There are specialized departments. That's 2. The role is typically handled by the bank's Trust and Wealth Management Department or a dedicated corporate affiliate rather than standard branch retail staff. Okay. Legal authority. The court issues letters of conservatorship that grant the bank legal access to manage the individual's assets, income, and debts. And the last one is fiduciary duties.
Oh God, fiduciary
I know it's
duties.
hard to say that. The bank is required to act strictly in the individual's best interest. This includes marshaling assets, inventorying the estate, paying bills, and filing tax returns. So you heard that. They're supposed to pay her bills.
Yes.
Okay. The bank initiated the process in early 2022 using the following steps. This is the steps the bank actually took to do this to Wendy. Okay.
Okay.
Account freeze. Wells Fargo froze Williams's accounts, citing concerns from her former financial advisor that she was of unsound mind and potentially the victim of financial exploitation. Then they did a court petition, so they went backwards. Right? Usually the court. That's what I just said. The court's supposed to be a
yeah. Hold up.
Court petition. Then they filed the court petition. Following the freeze, the bank petitioned the New York Supreme Court to appoint a financial guardian to protect her assets. Then there was an independent evaluation. The court appointed a temporary guardian and an evaluator to investigate her health and financial circumstances. Again, that's backwards.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow, and I'm like, wait.
Then the guardianship appointment. A New York judge ultimately agreed with the findings and placed Williams under a court-ordered financial guardianship.
Oh my god.
So they cut her money off first before they had legal reason to do so. So that right there, people, you've got to be forewarned.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Invest in gold. Put your money somewhere else.
Yeah, keep it in a safe in your house.
Something. I don't know.
Right?
So Williams, suspecting misconduct by her financial advisor, wanted to switch banks and needed her most recent statements to do so.
Shit.
This was when Wells Fargo refused. It claimed in a petition for guardianship that Williams is an incapacitated person. The bank argued that she's the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation. Just to rewind that for you. She wanted to switch banks because she didn't think her bank was doing the right thing and she thought people were stealing from her. So then the bank froze her assets and put her in a guardianship.
Yeah. That doesn't sound right.
No.
At all. Like, it just sounds...
criminal?
It sounds criminal, but it sounds like a movie. It doesn't sound realistic, like real life.
Right. Yeah. Okay. In an affidavit to the New York Supreme Court, Williams stated that Wells Fargo improperly denied her access to her money. True. Leading her to default or risk defaulting on several bills. Aren't they supposed to be paying her bills?
Yeah.
She accused a Wells Fargo financial advisor of lying that she's mentally unstable as a basis to lock her out of her accounts. All of what she's saying is true.
Right.
All right. Bernie Young, Williams' former manager, who was fired by the TV personality, moved to be placed as guardian for the court. So another one of her friends, someone who knows her personally,
right,
is trying to step up and help her. But in a video posted to Instagram, Williams claimed Young improperly used her money, roughly $10,000, to hire a law firm to pursue guardianship over her. So she, again, doesn't want his help.
Doesn't want him. No.
Okay. Thomas, who said her client... Okay, so Thomas is her attorney.
Right.
Thomas, who said her client is doing really, really good after receiving treatment for Graves' disease and thyroid issues, suspects that there's something someone has done with Williams' money and that the bank is attempting to hide something.
Sounds like it to me.
The bank declined to comment, when contacted. So the bank has not commented on that accusation.
I wonder why.
Wells Fargo in 2020. I'm just sharing this to illustrate the reliability of the institution that has done this to her.
Okay.
Wells Fargo in 2020 agreed to pay a $3 billion fine to settle a civil lawsuit and criminal prosecution over fraudulently opening millions of savings and checking accounts without customers' consent to meet sales quotas.
Ooh. Yuck.
Yeah.
That's grimy.
Yeah.
That's just low down, dirty ass shit.
Yeah.
Like Wells Fargo, get your asses showing. Get it together.
Right. So that makes them very difficult to trust. And
Yeah.
that's who has control and that's who's done this to her.
That's insane.
Okay. So just for some more documentary coverage, if you want to check out more information, her health struggles, isolation, and the realities of her guardianship were chronicled in the Lifetime documentary series Where is Wendy Williams? And later featured in the ID Network's Trapped: What is Happening to Wendy Williams? So, yes, Wendy Williams remains under a court-ordered financial and personal guardianship. However, her legal team is actively fighting to terminate it, citing recent neurological evaluations that contradict previous dementia diagnoses. Wendy Williams, 61, is currently residing in a high-end Manhattan assisted living facility while fighting to terminate her court-appointed guardianship.
It's like another free Britney. We need a free Wendy.
Yes, we need a free
However,
Wendy.
now when we freed Britney kind of didn't take care of her. She isn't doing the best. But we'll
No.
talk about her another time. Wendy, I think, under the right circumstances, could do the best
Yes.
with her. You know what I mean? If she was given access to her life again.
I'll mention a brief
I mean,
something on Britney when we do our MK Ultra thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because MK Ultra and Britney Spears are like
synonymous.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, I loved that. Thank you so much for all the information because I love Wendy Williams. How you doing? How you doing?
I just think, unfortunately, this doesn't have an ending because
No,
it's an ongoing case,
it is.
but it is criminal what
and we'll
they are
keep you
doing to her.
posted on it.
That's
if
why
there's
it's true
anything
crime.
if we get up, if the case updates, we'll
Yes.
totally cover it.
Oh yeah, we will definitely provide updates as things come up. But
Yeah.
I'm so angry, and it also makes me like fearful that an institution can do this to a human being, to a person. Just like not even a company.
Look at the world we live in right now.
I know.
It's scary.
It's scary. Yeah.
Like anything can happen.
Yes.
So, I don't know. Hide kids, hide your wife. Kids.
Yes.
Anyways, thanks so much for that. I loved it. It was perfect.
You're welcome.
Okay. So
that's all I have on her.
All
right. Check us out, I guess, next month. I haven't decided yet what it's going to be for our special Patreon episode, but you can also check us out on Instagram for our weekly episodes.
Yeah.
The links are in the bio for Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music. It's at Suspicion Pod, or you can email us.
Yeah, if you want to send us your stories, we would love to hear them, and we would love to feature them on the podcast. So send us your stories of any creepy events that's happened to you in your life, any creepy stories you have, any creepy history that you want to focus in on, anything you want us to cover. Just give us your recommendations, anything like that. We would love to hear it. So you can reach us at suspectionpod@outlook.com. Again, email us recommendations, scary stories, anything you want at suspectionpod@outlook.com.
And also, we cover some cryptid stories over there. So if you have any special encounters you want to talk to us about, we would love to hear them.
Yes.
And we won't call you crazy.
Nope, not at all.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.